Hello, everyone, and welcome to my presentation on play based learning in early elementary classrooms. My name is Diane Pauline Irvin, and this presentation is in fulfillment of the requirements for my capstone subject at the American College of Education. So, this project focuses on how play can support student engagement, literacy development, creativity, and social emotional growth in young learners. Throughout this presentation, I will discuss the importance of play based learning, how it connects to research and classroom practice. So, what is play based learning in early elementary classrooms? So, play based learning is a student centered approach that allows children to learn through hands on experiences, exploration, creativity, and interaction with others. In early childhood classrooms, play is not simply free time or entertainment. It is an important instructional strategy that supports learning in meaningful and engaging ways. Young children naturally learn best when they are actively involved in activities that spark their curiosity and imagination. Through play, students develop their academic, social, emotional, and communication skills while building confidence and independence. So, why play matters, especially in this group of age, early childhood, early elementary age, and it's because it supports the whole child, the wholeness of the child. And during play, children practice problem solving, decision making, communication, and collaboration. They also develop creativity and imagination, which, are essential for learning and growth. In early elementary classrooms, play increases student engagement because, by doing play based learning, children are um, actively participating instead of just passively receiving information. Students are often more motivated to learn when activities are interactive and meaningful. And we all know that play creates opportunities for language development as children communicate with teachers and peers during activities. Um, there are a lot of research that supports play-based learning, and consistently showed that play-based learning supports healthy brain development and it improves academic readiness in young children. Active learning experiences help students make stronger connections and retain information more effectively. Play also supports social emotional learning because children practice sharing, cooperating, taking turns, and managing emotions during interactions with peers. Studies show that developmentally appropriate play experiences can improve their literacy, their language, and early math skills while supporting positive classroom behavior and engagement. It's a win win. So, what is play based literacy instruction when we go like play literacy and instruction? People are like, can they actually go well together? But play-based learning can be highly effective in literacy instruction, especially in dramatic play centers, where students develop vocabulary and oral language skills as they role play different scenarios such as grocery stores, restaurants, or classrooms. Storytelling or story retelling activities encourage comprehension and sequencing skills. We also have those alphabet games and phonics activities that make foundational reading skills more engaging and more fun and interactive for young learners. We also have those interactive read alouds, um, and it also allows students to participate actively by making predictions, discussing characters, and connecting stories to their own experiences. So, since we are evolving and technology is more evident, so how can technology and play go together? So, technology can also support play based learning when used intentionally and appropriately. Okay, we have a lot of educational apps like digital storytelling tools and interactive learning games that can provide students with engaging opportunities to practice literacy and problem solving skills. Technology also um, can enhance learning rather than replace hands on experiences. But we need to be very careful about that. We need to be intentional um, with them using technology as a learning tool, okay? And it shouldn't be replace hands on experiences. Okay, in early childhood classrooms, it is also important to maintain, as what I'm saying, a balance between digital tools and active social and play-based activities. And I believe that when this integrated thoughtfully and carefully, technology can encourage creativity, collaboration, and student engagement. So there are many ways to incorporate play-based learning into the classroom, and it is so fun. Based from my experiences, it is so fun to incorporate play-based learning into the classroom, and you'll see that kids are more engaged. They want to learn more. They're more happy. They're more excited about learning. So one is sensory bins. It can help students explore textures, letters, numbers, and vocabulary words while strengthening fine motor skills. Also, we have those building and STEM centers that could encourage creativity, engineering skills, and teamwork. We also have role playing activities that can allow students to practice communication and social interaction, and collaborative games that will help students develop cooperation and problem solving skills while keeping learning enjoyable and engaging. In my classroom, these activities can create I can see that it could create a more positive and active learning environment for my young students, and it makes learning fun and easier for them. So, we also won't forget about our diverse learners and how play based learning benefits them. So, play based learning benefits diverse learners because by this, it allows students to learn in different ways and at their own developmental levels. Students who may struggle with traditional instruction, they will feel more comfortable participating in hands-on and interactive activities rather than the traditional way. And also, we won't forget about the English language learners because this will give them opportunities to practice their language when they just naturally play. They can also learn or adapt the language by um, talking and having peer interaction. So, play based instruction also promotes inclusion because all students can actively participate and contribute regardless of ability level. These experiences can help build, confidence, independence, and positive relationships among students. With all those, we know that there can be a challenge. And um, with these challenges, we could think of solutions. We could think our way how can we still solve those challenges that will arise having display based learning. So although it has lots of benefits, as teachers, as early childhood teachers, early elementary teachers, can also face challenges when implementing it in our own classroom. Some common concerns include classroom management. Students are more excited when the learning is play based and we have a game. That's where the classroom management becomes like too much to handle. Okay, limited instructional time. Within a day, you only are given this time to do your reading, this time to do your math, and you need to find ways how to put in play in that instructional time. And also, pressure to meet academic standards. So, as early as kindergarten, they do assessment tests, they do benchmarking. So, with this, how can we still think of play-based learning and think of how they will excel on these standardized tests and assessments, and by that it might reduce play opportunities for the kids. So even though we have these challenges, it can be addressed through intentional planning and structured routines. We must have clear expectations for the students, and um, Teachers can also align play activities with learning standards to ensure, that academic goals are still being met while students remain actively engaged. So I think by being intentional and um, being purposeful in doing and in planning about play-based learning, these challenges will be or can be solved. So, in conclusion, play based learning is an important and effective approach in early elementary education. So, play supports the development of academic, social, emotional, and communication skills while keeping students engaged and motivated to learn. It allows children to explore, create, collaborate, and build confidence in meaningful ways. As educators, it is important for us to provide learning environments that recognize the value of play and support the developmental needs of young learners. I had fun doing this, and I hope we learned something new and we learned how helpful and how important having a play based environment and learning to our young kids. Thank you for listening to my presentation.